I did that last week.
So what are those? Is it a 30 or 34? That torque?
It's a 30.
Okay.
So you take these two major
2 screws.
bolts.
Oh, they're bolts?
Yeah.
Oh, they are too. Machined. They're actually machined thread.
Yeah. This is just a soap pickup.
Okay.
So right, all it's doing is getting in our way right now. And that's access to the pressure
puppy
switch.
right there.
Yep.
So yesterday when you loosened that, it was spraying water.
Yep.
So it holds pressure.
It did. And I'm thinking that wasn't probably right either, but
Because like there's no water in there now.
nope. And I was just wondering too if maybe if water got in behind this thing because it's sealed off
Ah,
and it was holding
holding it back the other way.
Yes, right.
Yeah, because we didn't do anything else.
Nope.
This is the only repair we made other than this.
Right.
We
We take this off.
yeah, so that plate came off. And that little piece of plastic right there,
There's a seal.
yeah, that just acts kind of as a bearing and a seal.
Yep.
So that'll come out, give that a little twist either way. Yeah, we just picked that out of there. Was it really tight today?
Yep.
Oh, yesterday had that pressure behind it.
Yep.
So you need 2 vice grips, one on each side.
Either that or glasses so they can see what I'm actually doing.
Well, you weren't doing that bad, actually. Like pterodactyl, he would just go at that like a big dog.
Yeah.
His teeth hang out. And he's got a stupid relative.
Oh, there we go. Now I can.
They go at it with a hammer.
Now I can see a little bit better.
Ah.
But if I had that pick that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There you go. You just, if that knife was sharp enough, you could have got your hand.
Yeah. Well, it's a good Gerber knife. It will cut.
Hmm. Sharp enough?
That thing ever stuck in there today.
All right. There it goes. Okay, now you saw it come out, and it was a bit of a struggle. And it could have been that there was water behind it, because it sprayed out yesterday, but it didn't today. It may have been causing the pressure not to work. But also, you see this black thing, which is actually what activates, it may have come loose from the piston itself, because it may have been backed off a few turns. There's about 1/4 of an inch of thread on the end of that thing, and it actually screwed in.
Yep, screwed right into the
piston.
Yep.
So anyway, and there's that little O-ring right
Yep.
there, very tiny O-ring. I don't know how much you can see there. Yeah. So this is, yeah, we're just showing you the guts of her here. Because nobody else on YouTube was decent enough to show you.
Now, you see there's a little bit of water in here.
Now let's huff that out of there, right?
You can.
When they outlaw plastic,
Oh, yeah, that's
you won't be able to have a sip straw to blow that out with. So that's why you're using a compressor.
Yep.
Now would just go like this. It doesn't work very well without a straw.
No.
Yeah, you see? Good.
Now I'm going to put some more waterproof lubricant on there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this rod has been tightened tightened onto the piston with the.
What size was that? Did you...
It was a number 7,
Okay.
metric 7.
Yeah, good enough. Okay, now you're putting the O-ring and that plastic collar back in there. The hands of a surgeon.
Here, pop in.
Oh, I was talking.
There, it's all the way in.
All that Vaseline all over the place. Oh, that's okay. So say you went to buy one of these things. Is this like $100 or 300 or?
I think around 300.
Yeah. So you wanted to pay some guy that knows something to fix it. You know, and you're going to take him an hour. He's going to want $50 or $100 plus $50 for talking to you.
Yep.
Because when you phoned him and told him what it was doing, you were mumbling a lot. Don't put that on there yet. We're going to put that other thing
Yep.
on. When you're mumbling, it's they double the rate.
Oh.
And if you come in and help them, they triple it. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
See, if you want to say, "Oh, here, let me hold that for you," while you get the 9/16. Yep, you'll say, "Well, come on in. Just put your initials on the waiver there, so we don't have to pay a lawyer to look after you in case the compressor blows up in your face. And then we'll just triple the rate, and you can stand there with your finger on it." That's cross-threaded. So, what size was that one?
This is a T30.
Oh, they're 30s as well. Okay. How much you put on that? Quite a bit?
No, probably. Yeah.
Guten tight? German, right?
Yeah, German.
Guten tight.
Guten tight. See that nice little ratchet?
Yes, I do. Hey, you know, I think I got something. No, mine's a real cheap, shitty thing. Test 10.
You put that Guten tight like that.
Yeah, that's really sucking on her. But you see, you don't have to tighten it up so it doesn't leak, because there's a seal, but you have to tighten it up so it doesn't vibrate apart.
Right.
That's the big thing.
Now I gotta get that.
Now that one blue wire kept getting in the way underneath there.
Yeah.
So after I left yesterday, I thought about this, and I figured maybe we had put this thing in here wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I just couldn't figure out what we were missing. And we weren't missing anything.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
We thought the operating thing pushed on this. And we just didn't look it over before we took it apart. So the next guy, some YouTube guy wants to look at this because he's desperate. Just remember, this white thing right here lifts the switch up when you move your control knob. You see?
Just lifts that up against that.
Yeah, pushes against that right there.
Yeah.
That red part of the body, and that turns it off. And when you go the other way, lets it down onto that.
Yeah.
Which makes contact. And then the contact is broken when the pressure rises high enough for that white thing to be pushed up. Yeah. Yeah, and the whole thing was this job had to be done because you couldn't get it to spray. As soon as you tightened up on the sprayer a little bit and tried to spray hard, it would just shut the pump off.
Yeah, even trying to use the turbo nozzle.
Wouldn't even run the turbo nozzle.
Wouldn't even run the turbo nozzle, no.
Well,
Any wires or anything caught there? Nope.
No. Now this is the part that matters right here. How this goes in.
That switch goes right. The pin on that. The pin on that switch goes in the body of the.
Goes in the hole. There's a hole in this
Yeah.
black plate here. Yeah. Okay. We got that in. We get that. Get that in there. That's an ingenious little switch, eh?
It sure is.
Now I'm just going to turn the light on so we can get a good shot of that. You see how that switch is? So, because there's another bearing surface in the lid, this thing can do this. You know, that moves up and down.
Yeah, I can hear the switch activating.
Yeah. Simple. Get it back together that way. It'll work like a hot damn. Okay. Let's button her up and see what happens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn magnets. Now, I gotta get my flashlight.
Okay, so the big trick here is to get this into this hole here, right there. That hole. I'll turn the light on, get a good shot of it. This hole right here is the bearing surface for that pin. So if you go ahead, put her on there. Just like that, eh?
Just like that. Now, I go turn this and it pops in. Turn it back.
Oh. So you couldn't put that in with it in the off position.
That's right.
So you turn this switch to the on position, press the lid on, and then shut it off.
Yep.
That lifts the switch up.
Yep.
That's what we couldn't do yesterday.
That's right.
Now, so you leave it and come back
With fresh eyes.
fresh eyes. Right. What hippie said that? Was it Bob Dylan?
I don't know.
Timothy Leary. One of them guys.
Yeah.
Timothy Leary's brother, really Leary. Remember that?
No.
No, you didn't watch enough George Carlin.
No.
You weren't awake back in them days.
Nope.
Too busy working.
Or something. Yeah, we never had any TVs over there. This is plastic, so you gotta kind of tighten it. Take a little bit at a time, eh?
Yeah. Well. Well, you kept it out of the landfill if it worked.
Right.
So you did your thing for humanity. Now you can go out and buy a plastic sip straw.
Ooh. No.
See?
Stainless steel.
No, but I mean, now that you've done this and saved like 20 or 30 pounds from the landfill, that's your part. Why do you have to keep going?
Right.
One guy isn't going to do it all.
No.
You have to, it's little contributions like this.
Oh, it's Linda.
Makes a difference.